The Trump administration on Wednesday threatened to pull federal support for a Vermont hospital after one of its nurses alleged she was forced to participate in an abortion despite objecting due to religious reasons. I just want to say from the get, I always feel some type of way when it comes to these kind of things, because I'm in the camp of you sign up to be a nurse, and I know people have their religious reasons to not want to be a part or do certain procedures, and I respect it. I really do respect it. But I always say, especially if it's in a situation you have a nurse shortage or you just don't have staffing at your hospital or your unit that day, you need to step up to the plate. I understand that you have your own personal reasons to not want to be a part of certain situations, but when the patient is in need and they need the care that they need, you can't tell them thank you but no thanks. Someone's going to have to take care of these patients, right? So let me give you the details. So the nurse in question here is Catholic, and she used to work at the University of Vermont Medical Center, or UVMMC, and had made it very clear to her employer since the get, and I think that's very important to know. Since the get, she made it very clear that she did not want to participate in any abortion procedures for religious reasons. And then the complaint that she filed in May of 2018. So this is where the story gets a little rocky. And you might be surprised where I land on this. But after using the story, you might also not be. But anyways, here we go. So after being told that she would be treating a patient who had experienced a miscarriage, right? So she went into work, and her assignment that she was told to do was that she was going to be treating a patient that that had a miscarriage. She discovered that she had actually been scheduled to help with an elective abortion. See that right there. You heard my rant about why I think nurses should do what they need to do when they need to do it. But right from the get, you can't lie to your employee. You can't lie to your nurses. You can't tell them this is the assignment you're going to get, and then all of a sudden, surprise, abortion city. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay? According to a recently created policy at UVMMC, they can punish staffers who refuse to participate in abortions. Hold, I know that sounds intense. They can punish staffers if they refuse to participate in abortions when the hospital is short-staffed and the nurse's boss allegedly would not allow her to step out of the procedure room because she was the only one there. She was the only nurse available to help with the procedure. Right? So now it's a little tricky. So first they lied to her about the procedure, lied to her about her assignment, which I think is wrong in every single sense of the way. But number two, on the hospital side, on the employer side, they needed her to do it. They had no one else. Right? Fearing retaliation or that she would lose her job, the nurse agreed to go through with the procedure. But when she walked into the procedure room, the doctor allegedly said to her, looked at her and said, "Don't hate me," before he started the procedure. What? See, this is where I think the blame should be put, I don't want to say on the doctor, but on whoever decided on the procedure. Because it sounds to me, reading the story, and I did my research, it sounds to me that the person who decided to set up the schedule of the day, the actual doctor who was doing the procedure, lied to the nurse manager, lied to whoever was making the schedule, and told that person that it was going to be a patient who had a miscarriage, when in reality, it was a patient going through an abortion. So I think the finger to blame should be on either the doctor or whoever made the schedule, because that's where the confusion happened, right? But with all that being said, whatever happened. We're moving on. Life is life, right? Life is life. According to the Office for Civil Rights at HHS, Health and Human Services, UVMMC broke the law and needs to change its staffing policy on abortion procedures. It received one, and this is important to know, because remember in the beginning of the story, I told you Trump's administration is threatening to take money out unless they do change the policy, right? All government funding. It received $1.6 million in grant funding over a recent 3-year period. So that's a lot of money that all hospitals need. UVMMC, I don't think can go without it. So I do think they will be changing the policy. And to end it, the cherry on top, the heavy-handedness of the situation, the office will announce a formal notice of violation, giving UVMMC 30 days to change its policy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already 3 minutes late to my Final Fantasy draft, so I gotta bounce. But thank you so much for watching this live. For everyone who joined me, everyone who didn't join me, whatever the situation is, whoever you are, wherever you are, please, 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 in all of my videos for the near future, I'm going to have a link to my podcast. Please click it, go rate it, go subscribe. Give me them 5 stars because goddamn it, I'm trying to grow this podcast. And then last but not least, leave me a comment. Tell me the stories you like, the stories you don't like, what you want to hear in the near future. All of the above. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Catch you guys on the flip. Deuces.